That was disturbingly satisfying. So Saw is back in the 10th movie in the franchise. I can't believe there's been 10 of these. But the series has been floundering for quite some time. The last installment, Spiral, from the Book of Saw, that was really very random. So they went back to the tried and true, brought back Tobin Bell, Jigsaw himself, John Kramer, and it's like, wait a minute, he's dead. But this is a prequel of sorts. It takes place after, I believe, just the first movie. And, man, Tobin Bell is the fucking man. Just his tone of voice, his mannerisms, the way he presents himself is just so creepy. Even when he's not being Jigsaw, it's still so creepy. Shawnee Smith also makes her big return to the series after also very much being dead, and it is so great to see her back as well. And it takes place timeline-wise so early in the series that she's still kind of reluctant in being like a Jigsaw apprentice, and I like that. It kind of makes Smith's performance that much better. There's also a rather big return in the mid-credit scene, though I will not say who. You will have to stay to watch it. So, does Saw 10, Saw X, do anything to really set itself apart from the rest of the series? Yes and no. No, because it's people in traps. They have to horribly mutilate themselves to save themselves. So it's like, it's kind of the same thing. But yes, because it's 4 people. It's 4 traps. All at the same time. Well, I guess not entirely at the same time, because they do take place like one after the other, traps and the games. But they're all in the same room. They're all like staring at each other. And they're all watching each other potentially die or save themselves. And they're like screaming for each other to do it, oh my God. Save yourself, blah, blah, blah. And it's pretty satisfying. And it's satisfying because the characters he goes after are pieces of shit. Now, typically Jigsaw goes after people who just kind of made a mistake or who are wasting their lives. Shawnee Smith being a good example, she was a drug addict, wasting her life. So he goes after her, be like, hey, do this, show your life is worth it. Here, there are people who screwed him out of $250,000 for false hope to cure his cancer. But it's not just him, it's clearly so many people they've conned out of money for false hope for a cure for cancer. So, it's part revenge, but also part redeem yourself. Because he does give them the same chance he gives everybody else. But seeing these people in those traps, having to mutilate themselves, it's disturbingly satisfying because those characters are terrible fucking people. Ultimately, Saw X, the 10th film in the franchise. It's different, but it's not different. But the performances of Tobin Bell, Shawnee Smith, they are fantastic. The effects, the practical effects for the traps, for the blood and the gore, it's so good. Like, I wish more horror movies would go the practical route. Like, there's definitely some CGI, without a doubt, but it's only really to help and enhance the practical effects. If I have any issues with Saw X, it's that it really is kind of the same thing. It's the foul paint-by-number storyline of a Saw movie, but again, it is slightly different enough where it's like, ooh. And also, it does kind of feel rushed at times. Like, there's even times Tobin Bell's John Kramer says to Smith's Amanda, oh, we're running out of time. So it definitely feels a little rushed once in a while, But overall, I think this is probably the best Saw movie in years, in a very long time. I give Saw X a B+.
Did you enjoy the review? Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to get notified when more reviews go live. Feel free to leave a comment to discuss your thoughts on the movie or show, and I will see you next time.